to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, we're blessed to be able to have the space that we have. And I remember starting in this industry, and I worked out of my house, and I wanted to find, for a couple of years actually, and I wanted to find a professional space to give us the look that we needed. And there was really nothing around, nowhere to have my office, didn't have a lot of money to start. So it was really difficult. With me is Paige, all the way on the other side, and Nikki next to me, and they have Prosperity Suites.
Hmm.
So you were the answer. You're 33 years too late, but you were the answer to what I was looking for in the past. So tell me about Prosperity Suites.
Okay. So Prosperity Business Suites is a little of everything. So we have private office rentals for the person that wants a private office space. We have virtual office solutions. That way you don't have to use your business address for your home address. So we have a virtual office for that. We also have the hot desk in our co-working room where you can come in and plug and play. We like to call it plug and play
That's
for your
right.
laptop. Bring your laptop and come in and work. We have event space where you can come in and do your networking. And this is more for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and people that's like startup businesses and things of that nature. So, and if even if you want to network and meet people, we have something for everyone there.
Okay, so it's interesting because we were talking, and nowadays a lot of people are entrepreneurs, I think more than ever,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also a lot of people that are doing networking things.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking for space to do networking,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And we were talking off camera, and you have that space, correct?
Correct.
So, like, how do you break down the spaces that you have? Because we were talking about that prior.
Yes, so we have the event center, which is a 1,500 square foot space that we have. In the event center, we can hold anywhere from 100 to 125 people. So if you have a big networking event, you can have it in there. We also have the cafe that's available. It's about 600 square feet, and so you can have quite a few people in there as well. These are all rentable spaces. And then we have our infamous business lounge that we love to call it, and we love to spend time in this space. It's really chill, and like you can come in and just bring your people in, have some nice jazz music, and host it in there as well. And that space holds about 100 people as well.
So, let me see if I get this right. I decide that I'm going to be a business consultant.
Mm-hmm.
So I call you up and say, hey, I need space. I need office space.
Okay.
Okay. So is it month to month? Is it a year rental? I mean, how does that
We
work?
have different packages for different people, different strokes. Okay,
Okay.
so we have different packages. We can do the annual lease for the private office, or we can do a 3-year lease for the private office. So we have different packages that comes with a variety of different things. We have different packages. We have 3 different packages for our virtual office, and we have 3 different packages for our co-working. And then the spaces throughout the facility, you can rent different rooms. Like you can rent the training center. It's have a whole seminar room that's set up like a classroom. You can rent that by the hour, the half day or full day. So we have a full list of packages for different people for whatever their business needs is.
Okay. So I rent the office, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a receptionist there?
Yes.
We do.
So they'll answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
The mail will come there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll disperse it from there and
Mm-hmm.
distribute it from there.
And we
Mm-hmm.
can even have your calls forwarded to you. If say you're not in the office, we
Right.
can have that call forwarded to your phone directly, your cell phone.
So let's just go back to the office for a second. What is included in the office? What about internet?
We have different internet packages. We got all the way to the highest, to the lowest, to the basic. So we have different internet packages for you guys. We have the mail services, mail forwarding, package delivery. We have that as well. We have where you can use our co-working center. You can use our day office. We do have a day office as well. We have a conference room where you get the conference room hours in there. You get the day office in that package as well. So it depends on your business needs. We're
So
catering to your business.
so I have a business. I work from home, but
Mm-hmm.
now I want to meet clients just for a couple hours. I
Mm-hmm.
come to you. I can rent the space for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you cater to everything that an entrepreneur might need.
There you go.
Absolutely.
So talking about the virtual office for a second, I now work from my house, and I think it would be better if I had a business address
Mm-hmm.
and someone answering the phone. Is that how that kind of works?
Yes.
And then you have co-working space.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like, for lack of a better word, you say in real estate, like a pit where people have their own cubicles, basically?
Actually, that is actually exactly what it is.
So
And
we
you-
actually have like ours is open desk, so
Mhm.
it's not like actual cubicle. We wanted to keep it very open and very airy in there.
Right.
But it is like, say you work from home and you want to get out of your house for a couple of days a week, you can come and use our co-working space. You're an entrepreneur and it's a lot of distractions at home. That's what I found. So this space was inspiration behind that. You can come there, literally plug in your laptop, get to work for a couple of hours, and then go do whatever you got to do for the rest of your day.
Lunch.
Lunch, yes.
What else you got to do for the rest of the day? It's always lunch first. That's why I can't work from home, because the
Right.
refrigerator's right there.
Right.
My
Okay.
problem.
Right.
And I have one cat that's so noisy.
The dog.
Okay, I don't have a dog this time. I have a cat
Had a
that
dog, so.
meows so loud, it would affect business. So I totally understand that. So I know that I deal with people that do their conferences, okay? And basically, it's set up like a classroom, basically a training thing. How many people do you hold in your training room?
About 25 to 30.
As set up, basically rows of chairs?
Mm-hmm. And tables. We have tables and chairs. If you want to do an actual classroom,
Right.
we have tables and chairs, and then you can fit even more in that space if you just do chairs.
Right, if you take out the tables.
Mm-hmm.
And if it gets too big, you can also move to our event center where we can hold even more people. So if you have an even bigger seminar, we can house you there too. We'll just make it work. So we can make these spaces work.
So the event center, what does it have? I mean, I guess it's not meant for, it's not like a staged area where you have a stage and,
No, and we don't have any furniture in there, so the sky's the limit on that. So if you want to have a big training center, corporate training, or if you want to host a workshop in there, this past weekend we had a whole fitness workshop in there, which was fun, and it was amazing. So they used that for that. It's whatever you may think of in your business, you can use that space for that. So we have the tables and chairs, but we don't have anything in there. However you need to use the space for your business, that's what we got it set up for. So we
so
have
this
it
is what
blank.
comes to mind. I have a young lady who teaches yoga, okay? And she teaches yoga once a week, and she's making me go against my better judgment. I made her a promise that she wouldn't kill me, okay? But, like, the training room or the event center room, good for that kind of
Absolutely.
scenario?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We do have a yoga person that's coming in, and she's going to be doing once a week at our facility and using the event center. And they bring their mats in and they use the facility. And in that event center, we have it to where we have projector screens on there. So even if you wanted to do a training, a larger training group or
Yeah.
a conference, a large conference or a large seminar, you can use that space as well.
And I was going to ask you if you had, excuse me, sound system or projector or anything like that.
Yes.
There. So let's just say that I wanted to do a training center. And I'm going to rent the event center, I guess, or one of the spaces. Do I have to bring my own sound equipment?
No.
No.
You have everything.
But if you have custom sound equipment that you work
Right.
with and you feel comfortable, we don't have a problem with that. Bring your own things.
Interesting. Let's talk about the cafe. What's in the cafe now?
So
I know you don't have a chef there.
no, we don't have a
I know
chef.
it's not a
It's
Michelin.
basically an upgraded break room that's made beautified.
Okay.
So it's basically just kind of decorated to be more than just the boring break room. You go in there, you eat your lunch, and we did it that way in case you wanted a different scenery for your event, in case you had a smaller networking group of 10, 15, 20, 30 people, you wanted to use that space for that. It's kind of decorated so you can have a brunch in there.
There's a coffee maker in there.
Absolutely.
It's
There's
two
two.
coffee
Yeah,
makers
you
in
can't
there.
wait. You can't have a
There's
cafe
Without having a coffee
Yeah,
maker,
it
yes.
just doesn't happen.
It's two in there.
Okay. So what is like the thing that um, in sales I would say that sell the most or rent the most for you guys?
The entire space, but right now I think the virtual office is going to be a big hit because a lot of businesses in Port St. Lucie uses their home address as their business address.
Right.
And the other thing that's going to be a big hit is having a space to host the networking groups and having a space to come and use the conference room or the day office or the co-working space. So it's just having that ability to have your business to prosper in ways that you were looking for this space. And as we all know that Port St. Lucie is growing out of control right now,
Yep.
it was just my inspiration for doing this part is because I still have all of my business in West Palm, which I grew up, which is where I was doing business. And I just recently moved up here like 3 years ago. But for the last 3 years, I've been traveling down to West Palm Beach for all of my business needs. So to have a space in Port St. Lucie that's specifically for this is going to be major.
You said something before we got on air about it's only for Port St. Lucie or St. Lucie businesses.
Well, it's centered around that. It's not
Okay.
only so you can come from New York or you can come from anywhere, and then you can use that space.
So, what's just for example, what's the time frame that you need to know if I wanted to rent the cafe or the training room or the event center? How much lead time do you need to have? Like a week, a day?
A day, about 24 hours, and it's online. You can book your space online, so you'll be able to. You have the capability to book all of the spaces online, so you can use their calendar online.
So you can
And
see if it's taken
so you
up
can
or
see
not.
if it's taken up or not. Now, if you need something custom, you got to give us a week to kind of custom the business around you, custom your needs around you.
Okay, so back to the basics. Why'd you get into this?
Because listen, we needed it.
Yes.
We needed it for our business.
Right.
We needed the brick and mortar for the businesses that we do. And we were looking for a place, but around here, we didn't find that. I was looking for a place to host my seminars that I do, that I train on. And she was looking for a place to do her business on. And we was driving 48 minutes to West Palm to do it.
I get it. I
It was just
started
not-
in Boca.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So you know. So it was
And-
just not an option. It was not here.
Right, and I opened here and Fort Lauderdale at the same time, so I had Lauderdale, Boca, and here. So I was driving like crazy. And after my heart attack, I gave up the two south ones, and I just wanted to be here. And I wanted to have, you know, like you, when people walk in the door, you want to know you're there to do business. And that's how you set things up. We did the same thing here. You came in and you said that you loved the way it was set up.
Yeah, I do. I love it.
Because either you sell the sizzle or people find somewhere else to go.
That's right.
And that's what we do. And from what I hear, it's the same thing that you guys do.
That's right.
It's the question becomes, how does one know like what they need? In other words, I come in and I say, hey, I need to rent space to teach. I'm not sure if I'm going to have 30 or 50 or 70 people. Will you sit down and have a consultation with them?
So I love that you asked that
Yes.
question. Thank you so much for asking that question. What we do to each person that comes in is we give them a tour of the facility.
That's right.
We show them all the different things. We've had that happen so many times where they come in and they was like, okay, I just want this, and then this is what I need. And once they finish the tour and we come back and we sit in the business lounge, because I have couches, comfortable couches, beautiful couches in there, and they sit down, they're just like, wow, I didn't know that I could, you know what, I was thinking about this, but now I see this, now I need this.
Right.
You know, so it's like you have to come in person to tour the facility in person to get the feel, to get the vibe of what your business might need. And then from there, it just unleashes a whole lot of things. So we call it Prosperity Business Suites because we not only want our business to prosper, but we also want your business to prosper as well. So we got all of the prices at an affordable price for small business and entrepreneurs to actually have their business to prosper and grow. We want your business to grow. So we want to make sure that we have enough different areas for different businesses and create that environment.
And you know, when you walk in, Freya took you for a tour because that's important.
Right.
I think that that's good business. As you notice here, we only have love seats because everybody's taller, and I don't want them falling asleep. So
Right.
I'm the only one that can fit there and fall asleep. It's good to be short. But you're right. It's really important to show people what you have because most people who come in somewhere have no clue. Okay, and and as we want them to see what is open for them,
That's right. Yep.
and they'll get a different idea of what direction they want to go.
Right.
And that's so important. All right, how do people find you? You have a website,
Yes, www.prosperitysweets.com.
and you're located at?
584 Northwest University Boulevard, Suite 350, Port St. Lucie, Florida, 34986.
Everybody check them out. It's the way to go if you're an entrepreneur and you're working from your house. You surely don't want to bring people to your house. It's not really professional. And I'm not saying you can't work out of your house, but if you need to meet somebody, do it professionally. You want to come off as a professional, you want them to use you as a professional, this gives you the access to doing stuff like that. With that, everybody, have a great day.
All right.
Nikki, Paige, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
Thank you. for
Everybody,
having
we'll
us.
be right back.
All right. Thank you.